Wait. Yeah, I did. Where's my camera? Hold on, I can't react super hard if I don't have a camera. Ah, shoot. I only got 2 minutes until the... Oh, wait, there it is. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whew. I really thought that it wasn't going to work for a second. Well, it's good to know that everything's working the way that it should be, at least. Very, very stress-inducing, this whole thing. Oh, very exciting, though. Very excited. Yeah. Oh, it's just a minute and a half until my favorite game, gets a new expansion. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Ooh, I hope Chris Wilson comes on stage and says the thing. I really hope he does. I want to hear that. I want to hear him say it. Well, 1 minute. Let's count it down. 58, 57, 56. I'm not going to go all the way down to 0. The timer's on screen. I don't need to. Okay, just make sure I got my marker here just in case I need to cross off anything on my bingo sheet. I don't actually know where anything is. So I might fumble a little bit, but...
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from
fuck. He said it.
Welcome to GGG Live. Today, we're going to show you an exclusive
There we go.
of
Okay.
Exile Settlers of Kalguur, which
Cross
launches
that
next
off.
week on July 26th.
He said it.
Twitch drops are
That was the
enabled
free
for players
space.
to make trade market
Ah,
system for
fuck.
currency.
The microphone's in the way a little bit.
Improvements,
Let's
including
do
two
a
ascendancy
big
plus changes,
check
endgame
mark
improvements,
across there.
some further additions to the
There we
campaign,
go. He said
and
the
some
thing.
quality of life features.
Your help, we can erect the greatest city Rayclast has ever seen.
Okay, there's city building. What about boat building?
Resources. But if we
Oh,
prevail,
wait a minute.
our
Shipment.
ships will be heavy with gold.
Is that boat building? Or is that just
We hope to achieve
resource
the
management?
impossible. We hope to build a home.
Wait a minute. That's PoE 2 lore tie-in, right? King's March? Respec with gold? There's gold now? PoE 2 lore tie-in is... We got it? Okay. Oh, new Ascendancy? Why didn't I have that on here? Glad rework. I didn't have that on here either. Melee rebalance. Wait, where's melee? Significant melee buffs. It's down here. Yeah, okay. We got that. I feel like I missed some of that, because... Just make sure these are all filled in. There we go, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Town recruitment, where's the boat building? I'm ready for it.
You'll notice each person has their specialties and a wage cost.
Shipping?
It'll be up to
Rank
you to
1?
hire and fire as you please.
Fuck, it's heist all over
For the
again,
course of
isn't
the
it?
league, you'll be searching for your... We'll start with that so we can begin to retrieve
Oh,
some of those resources.
Wait
we
a
were
minute.
talking
I saw
about
some...
earlier.
Yeah, definitely, from some I saw earlier,
Find some more,
wrist pain
put out
is
one
definitely in this league too. They implemented the wrist pain.
Worshipping a
This
strange
is fine.
shrine.
Yeah, this is about the pace I was
Shrine
expecting for the
buffs
bingo
demons,
card.
giving them power. But once you defeat them, you can seize that power for yourself. After that, we can
Fuck,
tap
seizing
your
power. I should have put
life
seizing
potions
power
to
on the
beat
bingo
them.
card. What was I thinking?
Soon they might take
Oh,
over,
real
but
time?
will continue whether you are logged in or not. The work
Wait,
can be sped up by
okay,
hiring more or better
Mobile
miners.
game mechanics,
By
I did
upgrading
not
the
put on the
mining
card. I
stations and
genuinely
kingdoms,
did not
equip them with
expect that.
advanced pickaxes.
Like, real-time crafting.
Sometime we'll upgrade our
Oh, this
mining
looks pretty
stations.
simple. I don't think this is a
Upgrade this will
spreadsheet
improve
league at
the
all.
efficiency of Kalguur and
One
Kalguur
ship?
will
Okay,
also
this is
upgrade.
my moment of truth.
You'll be able to pile your acquired resources onto these ships and send them to a port of your choosing, where your traders will haggle for the best deals. Each port will return specific rewards based on what you send them. They accept all types of resources, but will have a preferred type that they'll currently
But
pay
what can
more
you
for.
do with the resources? Can I build a ship?
You'll want to get onto this, because eventually you could be bringing in shipments like this.
Wow.
This
Wow.
or
Oh,
even
there's
this.
divine orbs. That's a lot of stuff. What the fuck?
This is the first Path of Exile League that experiments with true, real-time mechanics. You can send out shipments, go and have lunch, and come back to your rewards.
I didn't put lunch
Many
on the...
mechanics in
Fuck.
the league work this way. Aside from shipping, the Kalguurans are big on their technology.
Yeah?
They have hired Isla, a familiar face from the Heist League. She is an engineer who the Kalguurans have employed for a very exciting purpose.
Very exciting purpose.
You're not the only one who understands how profitable running maps can be. Once at Endgame, Isla can help you build a series of Kalguuran modified map devices.
What?
You can then put a queue of maps into them. If you've hired a few skilled Atlas runners, they will put themselves to work running those maps for you one after another. Look,
You're gonna have to
delegation.
run maps for you?
Once again,
This
you'll be
is
notified
mobile
when the
game
rewards are
league.
ready to be collected.
And I'm kind of for it.
Put lots of- There are many rune types and combinations to choose from, and you can unlock new
Okay, wait a
runes
minute.
that can
This
be
might be a
applied to your
spreadsheet.
weapons as enchantments. Our design intention here is to take powerful effects you would usually only find on unique items,
Ah, no, it's not.
like this modifier, which you might recognize from Doom Fletcher's Prism. Danny
Whoa.
can apply it to your two-hand maces.
Holy, as an
There
enchant?
are over 100 different special
That's kinda
crafting
nuts.
outcomes, ranging from ones very easily applied.
Okay, well, wait a
to
minute.
different
That's definitely power creep.
The rune types can be acquired through trade with Kalguur, or defeating powerful bosses.
Ah, this thing's not very good.
Kalguur and tech benefits don't end
There we
there.
go. No, I got.
Also bringing
Thanks.
back a formerly
Okay, yeah, that's power creep.
Recombination.
Recombination.
Isla
Wait a
is
minute.
trying to master
Does that
this.
count as
You
that
just
which was
need
given
to
back?
help her with getting
I don't know.
resources.
I don't even know what I really meant by writing
Isn't
that.
as strong as it used to be, but it still allows you to combine two items together.
I think that's too
hoping to get
specific.
the best modifiers of each onto
That's
a
sick,
single
though.
item.
Recombination is sick.
A currency trade market.
Currency exchange? Why didn't I put trade overhaul? Because I didn't think they would do it.
Heist League. He allows you to asynchronously buy and sell currency and most other stackable items with other players without the nuisance of price fixes and
What the
people
fuck?
who never respond.
That's
All you need to
actually
do is select
insane.
What currency you want, say what you have, and your ideal ratio. It works
Oh.
kinda like a real-life stock market.
They have
Founders will look to
actual
trade
in-game
for you,
currency
so
trading.
long as there is someone selling on the other end for the same rate or less. They might capture and ransom your workers, even your entire ships.
What? Well, not
You
my
have to make
ships.
Some tough decisions. Will you take them on or pay them off? If you're not up for the heroics, you might simply pay the ransom in gold. Or perhaps these workers were especially disappointing, and you'll just leave them for dead. In true
Yeah, that guy
Blight
got me
Buffs.
like
They know
5
you
wisdom
assigned
scrolls
them for
every time. He just kept picking up fucking
Of
wisdom
course, the
scrolls.
heroics might be worth it for other reasons. These bosses can
He's
drop you unique
useless.
items for a
That's
while,
sick.
and can't wait to share them
I
with
love
you.
all of it. I love all of
There's
it.
a lot more to this expansion.
I love it.
Let's talk about
Yes,
balance.
here we go. This is where the balance
Well,
section.
we
This is what I was
finally
preparing
rebalanced
for.
the Gladiator. For example,
So dual
holding
wielding
a
and
dagger
boss
will give you
killing.
More critical strike chance.
That's very
Holding a
gladiator.
mace gives you more area of effect.
Yeah.
Of course, you could just use Varanastra for all weapon type bonuses.
Well,
And finally, we have a new notable which allows you to invest in the newly added retaliation skills.
retaliation skills.
These are active
Thorns
skills
builds
which require
actually.
you to meet a certain
Okay, wait a minute. That's a new skill archetype.
or for
Hold
those
on.
who like to dual wield, Sword Storm, which is great for obliterating bosses.
That's a new archetype. There we go.
Here,
We got another one.
Divine Retribution skill. This one has the condition requiring you to block. You can then
Oh,
unleash
wow.
a devastating spell, causing lightning bolts to strike the ground in an X shape around your target.
Like a
location,
cast on block.
doing huge amounts of damage. As such,
So
the
new
Radiant
ascendancy
Zenith
they
class found
mentioned.
itself lacking. As a result, we've straight up removed the
Oh,
Radiant
goodbye,
Radiance,
Raider.
and we've added a new class in its place.
Rest in
the
peace.
Warden. This class is largely inspired by its predecessor from the Affliction League, with a few changes. The Warden now focuses on elemental attacks, changing the behavior of shock, enhancing freeze,
Oh.
and replacing ignite with scorch. There's also a skill that allows you to go ballistic with your elemental damage, periodically. Finally, the last thing the Warden can specialize in is tinctures.
Tinctures are back.
These are an
Holy,
alternative
wait,
to
okay,
flasks
that's
from the
definitely
Affliction
that which was given
League,
back.
bringing them back with adjusted mechanics.
100%. Oh, they're craftable now.
Here is a prismatic tincture. This one increases elemental damage by 100% while active. You'll notice it has two extra effects. One is that it applies mana burn every second. Mana Burn is a debuff that builds up while tinctures are active that causes you to lose mana, losing more mana for each stack.
Oh.
Tinctures also have a cooldown, so once you have disabled one, no other tincture can be enabled.
I don't
for a
like
time.
that. They nerfed.
These changes make tincture use a more active and interesting choice than it was in Affliction.
I wish I could erase
Both
this.
Mana Burn and the
I don't
cooldown
know.
can be modified through modifiers on the tinctures or on the passive skill tree.
I don't know about the mana burn.
Players will want to maximize
Yeah, the
their
whole thing
tincture
with
uptime
tincture is
for
that I
sure.
wanted it always on. I mean, it's probably
You
just
might
like
be
a
wondering,
better flask.
with the removal of
I'm here for it. Oh,
that
wait a
made
minute.
some drastic
Totems.
alterations to melee
Where's my
skills.
totems?
Let me just rip this band-aid off.
There we go.
Melee totem skill gems have been removed.
Yes, they're dead. Goodbye. Fucking good
We're planning
riddance.
to adopt a philosophy with melee going forward that, unlike other builds, it will be far less oriented
They're
around
gone.
set and forget
Okay.
gameplay. You will deal the damage yourself, and you should be rewarded for doing so.
And you'll like it.
To compensate, we have buffed the damage on almost every single melee.
Okay, that's I already got
As
that
the
significant
majority of
melee
this damage
buffs.
growth comes from gem levels.
Yep.
We have
I'll
also
just
made
color
them
that in
cost more
again.
mana as they level, but it's nothing like the mana costs on spells.
It still only
Here are
counts
some
as one
examples
though.
of the damage and costs before and after. The majority of melee skills are now dealing approximately 75%
I don't have a
more
good place
damage
for
at
this.
level 20.
Wait, how
Of
much?
course, with melee comes close proximity combat, so you
Okay.
get some good defensive options.
Of course.
New base types with higher defensive values will now drop throughout the endgame. As you reach yellow,
That's a
red,
lot of
and
base
purple
armor.
maps,
Holy
you
shit.
can expect to find higher tier base types in each.
With the
For
quality
example,
changes being
Barregalia and
multiplicative,
Hubris Circlet are no longer the best in slot
that's
items
kind of
in 20.
insane. Okay, so maybe it's
Now,
less.
has also finally been restored
Comes
to its
hard
former
buff.
glory, and once again
I didn't have
grants
that.
1000 to maximum life. Endurance charges no longer grant elemental resistances, but instead grant additional elemental damage reduction, making it multiplicative with resistances.
Oh, endurance charge, but man, it sounds like you're just getting
4%
tankier.
You can get more maximum resistances from the tree, specifically around the Marauder
Ooh.
class start. These,
You're
of
going
course,
back to
can stack
plus
with the
5
new
max
elemental
res?
mitigation from endurance charges.
Actually, like plus 3. Oh, that's a lot of max rounds. Holy shit.
Duels can now roll maximum elemental resistances as modifiers.
Wow.
Since we're making elemental mitigation
Players
more
are getting
accessible,
tankier.
we've heavily reduced accessibility to physical damage taken as chaos or elemental
Yep,
damage.
I knew it.
Those
I
could
fucking
last
knew
a
it.
round, but you should not expect to be getting full conversion anymore.
Okay.
All block passives
Fuck.
have been
That's
buffed.
literally my
so you
league
can
starter
now
dead.
more easily achieve block cap from just the passive tree. While in blood stance, enemies will take more physical damage the closer you are to
Can I'm just gonna keep
the skill will now
coloring this
especially
one
favor
in.
melee or close range gameplay.
'Cause, oh my god, melee.
Given we're doing a Kalguuran league, Ward has also received a bit of attention. There are new uniques that grant Ward, and the base restoration of Ward is now faster.
Okay, I might need to color that
To
one in a little bit
compensate,
more.
Olroth's
later.
Resolve now have higher critical strike chance values than ever.
Whoa.
Wands can go as high as 10% without modifiers.
10%. Holy
Sensual
shit.
Visage has been made rarer to compensate, instead of reducing its power.
That's
For
actually
wand
good.
attackers,
I like
wands
that.
now have higher. You can now find aggravated
Bleed
in
buff?
the passive tree. When applied, all bleeds on the enemy will deal damage. as if
Oh,
the
that
enemy
is
moved
huge.
For the remainder of their duration.
Gladiator just got insane.
The
I mean,
stab
it
and snaring
already
arrow no
changed,
longer
but-
interacts with bleed.
Oh my god.
So no more will you have to apply bleeds and swap to a bow. You can now achieve the same result using aggravated bleed passives without the annoyance.
That's incredible.
It's time to look at a hot topic.
Magic
Find.
find?
In the Settlers of Kalguur expansion, we are going to be removing item quantity bonuses from all character items. This will
Oh.
not affect existing items in standard leagues.
Oh.
Magic Find is intended to be another axis on your gear you can scale once you have achieved
I
the
like
power
that.
you want. With item quantity being only available on unique items, this meant if you wanted to get the most out of it, you had to be playing a very specific build. We still
Oh, are
want
they just
people to be
moving
able
it
to
to like
invest in
rare
Magic
items
Find,
or
but now only through
or
item
just-
rarity.
maps?
This can be obtained on a number of rare item slots and by a much larger number of builds.
Right.
What about
Okay, wait a
2024?
minute.
We
Improvements and
overhauled
changes?
the in-game experience by introducing a new tier of maps and reworking scales.
Okay. I'm getting
We
ready.
built an additional map device slot, which will be unlocked upon completing your first 10-way Maven encounter. This simply allows for more combinations of scarabs in maps, resulting in more difficulty and more rewards. This is on top of the existing additional slot that can be unlocked by completing your first tier 17 map.
Oh, so you have to
There are
do
now
a Maven
6
and a
map
tier
plus slots in
17.
total.
I thought it was one or the
You
other,
might have
and you
seen our
got both.
teaser, where we
I guess
revealed
that's
we'll be
fine. That's
adding
good.
New special encounters to the endgame. One such encounter is the Nameless Seer, lurking in tier 16 and 17 maps. This NPC will give you a selection of unique items, and you can pick one for free. In tier 16 maps, he now has an additional feature, where you can scry a map. This allows you to swap the Divination card drops of the current map with another map on your atlas. Just
Oh.
one caveat. You cannot have the same map be in multiple swaps at the same time. If you want to undo your choice,
Wait.
use a scouring orb on either map.
That's
on your atlas.
sick.
We've also made some updates to a couple of leagues. Blight has been updated with some Atlas passive skill changes.
Oh. Hello? Reach? Drops loot all at
and
once?
double anointed amulets can now drop in Blight Ravage maps.
That's actually huge. I should have put that
Also
on there.
introduced a new type of oil that
The
can
Blight
only
Blight
drop
changes
on
are big.
and Blight Ravage maps.
I know blighted maps and blight ravage maps kind
Ritual
of
has
sucked.
also been updated.
Ritual
You
buffs.
can now find one new and many reworked base types,
Is that buff?
new unique items,
Oh yeah, that's buff.
corpses you can use to raise a spectre,
That's definitely a buff. That which was taken?
and occasionally a fragment.
Oh
Connected
yes.
to
The King in the
Mists
Mists.
boss fight from
That's
the
buffs.
Affliction League.
That's ritual buffs.
He
Big.
will drop a number of unique items that were familiar from the league.
If they fuck with cluster jewels, I'm a bingo man.
Not that which was taken.
Ah,
It is now
okay.
that which was taken away.
God damn it. Well, I already highlighted it.
However, he now drops a different modular jewel that you might recognize from the Necropolis League.
Oh, it's Paranda's Pact.
In tier 16
I,
and tier
I guess
17
that's
maps,
technically
you
like
can
that
now
which was
encounter the
taken.
Wildwood, also from the
Affliction's
League.
just back.
In case you missed it, the Wildwood is a mysterious forest fraught with danger. In the darkness, you will find
Did I have that?
monsters yearning for freedom. Upon
I don't think
releasing them,
so.
They will empower the monsters in your map.
Did they say
promising more
synthesis
danger,
yet?
But more rewards. You may also find random sentinels on the
What
ground
the
near start
fuck?
of your maps from the Sentinel League.
They should have put Legacy League on
Similar way
this.
to before.
What am I looking at? I know it's a lot to take in. It's the PoE 3.25 Settlers of Kalguur update. I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
The Kalandra League.
I'm thinking the
Has
same
two
thing.
outcomes. It could drop a jewelry item
Holy
with randomly
shit.
enhanced or inverted modifier values.
So you can mirror the stats?
There's many
Just
other small
consumable?
changes to league content. We're removing the first 15 most
You
boring
better
items
say
from the
Breach.
Electrum and rebalancing its rewards.
Wait,
to
hold
improve
on.
the
Is that
chances of
cluster jewel
lightning
changes?
We're also
Is
adding
it?
some of
I don't
the
think it's. I don't think it
Memory
is.
of Heart. We've added a set of new chisel types, which can be applied
That's-
to your maps to get different bonuses.
That's
While
gonna
the
be
first one
confusing.
offers Chisel still increases item quantity. There are new ones that now increase rarity, pack size, increased chance for currency items, divination cards, and scarabs. It's also worth mentioning that chisels now apply 20% quality per chisel to white maps, 10% to yellow maps,
Okay.
and
Didn't
5% to red maps. and
didn't they
hubs.
say though that they were trying to remove the number of things you needed to do before you
Also,
ran a map?
only one type of
That was
chisel
like
can be
something that
applied
they
to a
didn't
map
like.
at a time.
I hope that this isn't.
During 324,
A bad
we
trend.
made
Tier
a change
17
to tier 17 maps that allowed them to be rerolled with Chaos Orbs. We are now
No, I
expanding
got it, I
the
got
currency
it.
types that can be used on them to also include currencies like chisels and
Wait,
Valdo.
chisels.
Ultimately,
Why the
only
fuck would you do
restriction
that?
tier 17 maps now have is that explicit modifiers cannot be removed from them.
Okay.
We've also revised the difficulty of
that's
these maps.
nerfed.
as they didn't
It got
quite hit
nerfed.
the mark.
Yeah.
The monsters in them now have
Yeah.
substantially less life. And
Really hard to get the one in the corner.
Tier 17 maps now better fit into the progression.
No, I
of
got.
pinnacle
Don't.
and
No, I got it. I can do it.
content.
Okay.
Lastly, we've adjusted the drop rate of Valdo's puzzle boxes.
Oh wait, if they say synthesis,
Previously, we are selected
please
by support.
say it. Just say the word. I literally just have. Please.
We have drastically increased the drop rate of the box.
Oh, that's cool because I didn't see any of
Probability
those the whole
getting
league.
chase unique items from it, like Mage Blood. Overall, we have taken care
Wait.
not to reduce the
Oh,
number
that's a
of Mage
reliquary.
Bloods
No,
to
it's
kill
just an
unique
asset
combos.
flip.
We figured
That's
it was
not-
better to have more tickets for fun rather than barely seeing any boxes in a league.
Come on. You gotta give it to me. Quality of life? Did I have quality of life on here? Wait,
You'll no
Breach?
longer need to interact with
Please, for the
waypoints
love
to
of
unlock
God.
them. You can just walk by and they'll activate automatically.
I don't even care that it doesn't
When you
contribute to my
keyboard and
bingo.
mouse,
I
you'll be
just,
able to pick up
I
items
want to be able to
further away.
play Breach.
Next up,
Okay, supporter
we're going to be
packs.
talking about our new league supporter packs.
And MTX, it turns you into like a frog
Launching 2 new series of
or
supporter
a
packs,
birthday
the
cake. Paladin
and Penance packs.
I like the
The
last set.
Paladin series of supporter packs contains 6 exclusive microtransactions.
Whoa. A new hideout with little Roas that race each other?
Adorn your weapon.
Oh, wait,
or shield
they
with
said
the
adorn.
Paladin weapon effect.
They said adorn. No,
Make a
okay.
show of
That's the
leveling
different
up with
thing.
a harpy flyover. Add rowers to the track to race them against each other.
Oh, Roa races. You can actually change them and like...
Or you can just spectate from the
Hold on, wait a
sidelines.
minute. This hideout is not complete if you can't bet chaos with your friends on the
The
races.
Penance Pack series also has 6 exclusive microtransactions.
Can I get the Trial Master and put him in a pool of
Penance Back attachment
magma? Okay, well I don't want to hear his voice more. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's cool.
providing pessimistic commentary.
Pessimistic
or forcing their
commentary.
disdain for you to bring you down a peg.
Oh, it's just an asshole that follows you around.
These packs are now available for purchase on both PC and
What?
console.
So they didn't
And
make a
normally
thing that
so
turns you
during
into like a
Path of Exile,
pot of
Settlers of Kalguur.
turns you into a pot of soup?
But if you want to make sure that you are considered, then head over to the website and register your email address now.
I'm registering right now. I'm registered.
Information
Babe,
on
hey babe,
news.
can you register your email for Path of Exile 2 beta? Yeah, like right now. I'm gonna send you a link. That's
We're looking
important.
for
Thanks.
into
I don't know if anything
Right,
is
something like
the
that.
we have the
For sure, for sure.
technology yet.
Yeah, I mean that.
Well,
that
the quality of
as-
life
as,
changes
the
actually.
system,
I think
you know,
are.
it'll
Maybe they
feel
are.
very nice. We may be
I'm
able
gonna
to
count
do
it.
this,
I think it
like,
counts.
the
And
incentive
gold,
to
and they're
do
bringing
it.
back
There's
like a
also
bunch of
one
shit.
about the same,
It
just
feels
'cause
very
it
much
maybe
like a
wasn't
we
clear,
have
is
the
that
technology.
Just as well,
Trying really hard to
much
stay
better
in
than another part
frame.
of this. So,
It's difficult to
like
sit this
Mark
still.
said,
that being
They didn't
attractive
mention Veiled Orbs
expenditure
at
of
all.
golds, how much do you want players
That's
to
probably
be
gonna
able
be in the
trade
patch
currency
notes.
free-
for
I'm a
items as
little-
well. For that,
all this
we need
bingo's
to have
got
bit
me
less
a little
liquidity. The reason
parched.
why is because currency can sync itself. Like there is its own currency sync. So effectively, that means that we don't have to like worry too much about fast trade there. Like the relative value should establish, and everything should be okay.
Oh, I hope this paint is
It shouldn't-
non-toxic.
See, and
Just
not
a little
spendable.
itch.
Roll leveling is always a bit of a bummer.
Right.
This feels like a bit of a momentous occasion, the
Ah.
currency exchange. This
What is the number one problem with Path of Exile? As in, what experience
not
gives
enough
them the
fishing.
most negative reaction?
For sure.
It's often trade.
Yep.
And
Oh yeah, that's pretty
especially-
bad
and
too, I guess.
Something
I'm
else.
so
And,
glad to hear
yes,
about the
I did.
currency.
So
Like,
when we
no
designed the
joke,
league,
that
we're
is
like,
one of the
okay,
best things
If
ever.
this is the number one problem, how are we not taking some sort of stride to solve it?
Yeah, it sounds like they're working from a PoE 2. Like, a lot of the sentiment that I've heard Jonathan express in interviews is that he isn't letting the limitations of what he thinks something should be hold him back. He's just trying it and seeing what they end up with, and that's coming back into PoE 1 too, and that's fucking awesome.
Player
Oh,
trade.
wait,
You-
somebody's
you
looking
can't
at stuff in the
know who you're
background on
trading
that
with,
monitor.
and
What are
will
they
be
looking
something
at?
To your
My
stash.
hands.
and vice versa.
Wait, what did they say?
My 35-year-old hands. Are
They're
falling
doing.
apart, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, same.
wait, do I have to delete wrist pain?
Best change.
I guess it's wrist pain and finger pain are different. I think they said something about being able to move things from your stash,
I believe
from
that
your
they'll be there,
inventory to your
and
stash,
there's
Yeah.
certain
if they are
areas,
homogeneous,
so,
which is
we'll-
big.
we'll-
That's
we'll
huge.
see.
You know,
So this is-
it's room for either
Yeah,
feedback
it's, like,
on
way too-
UX if they see anything that wants to change, or of course just better understanding of how to use it. It is very easy for someone to get very scared looking at it and go,
It looks like it's the it looks like it's the page for the league, like,
it could be
information.
easy to fare yourself out of buying or selling stuff because you
It's
maybe like,
it's in,
I don't
it's
know what
not
the best
discernible.
ratio is, and
There's
it-
no way
it
to tell
provides all
what that
stuff
is.
for you. It's pretty straightforward, but
All
still,
right.
I'm definitely
No
signing up for your
secrets
Trading Tips newsletter.
gleaned here.
Can't wait.
My trading tips currently is like spam everyone and get really angry. So hopefully it's no longer that afterwards.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I do too.
Currently.
Act 4 and PoE 2, we've got this whole thing of like the Kalguur and making a settlement on Rayclast. We thought it would be just cool to sort of tell that story of how that happened here. And, we've
Yep.
got some
Okay.
examples of,
Guaranteed.
like,
I was unsure, but it is a PoE 2 lore tie-in.
The theme that
For
we've got
sure
here
now.
came out
The
of
thing is,
the
it doesn't feel like a
as well. And
spreadsheet
that's kinda
league.
like,
It really
I
doesn't.
suppose you could call that the meat and potatoes in some sense of
Which
the
I
game,
am happy
because,
about. But also,
that's what you'll be doing. Every area you're going to find these things.
What do I want more? Do I want a good PoE league
Yeah,
to
so
play
you've
for
got
3
one in every
months, or
area.
do I want
Well, aside from
one
some
bingo that lasts me like 5 minutes and I forget about it?
You think it is
Dude,
the
I
current-
should have put
whatever it is to
MF
be
on the
magnified as
fucking
dreams.
card. How did I not? It's because I was
Whatever
listening.
state it's in, however
Okay.
you feel about it. It is.
It's because I was listening to the interview where Jonathan talked about how he likes Magic Find and he wants it to stay in the game, but
and all of a sudden you're doubling up on that.
he influenced me.
Check that. It's like the encounter from Crucible, where it's just like,
Oh, don't say
interact with this
Crucible.
rock, and it like builds up the amount of Verisium and like spawns all the monsters around it.
I guess
and
if it's
you
rare,
fight them and kill them, and
then it's fine.
you get the Verisium at the end.
Sounds like Crucible without
There
any
is
of the
one
good
boss
parts.
as well, so okay,
Okay, look, I'm gonna go through the patch notes too. I get what you're saying, but I'm not giving up because I'm so there's so many potential bingos. All I have to do is Control F through the patch notes, and I might get one. There's got to be at least like Adorned Nerf is for sure.
It's like
Right.
towards even 10 hours.
Synthesis probably gets mentioned in the patch notes, right?
And now there are
Does it count if they don't say it? Yeah, no, that's fair. That was the intention, was that someone said the word synthesis, so if it's in the patch notes, then it doesn't count. I gotta be honest, this is like one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever done.
It's interesting. What we're doing is, instead of
What?
because we were scaling rewards on quite a quantitative axis, and we've moved a lot of that into more
I'm
qualitative,
not.
so that like instead of getting so much more currency linearly, you're getting better currency instead of more.
Yeah,
just so it's less of.
I'm
that.
missing some stuff.
Into chaos and whatnot.
Yeah,
I don't
if
think
you
they're gonna
save
say
up,
synthesis.
use
I don't
best
think
possible
Spreadsheet
shit workers
League.
on there 'cause, dude,
Wait,
you're
maybe.
You're now getting one.
No,
more
it
vote
might
all
be
in one go, you
Spreadsheet
know what I mean?
League.
Like,
Yeah.
Depending on what you have to, if there's like a special combination of things you have to put on the ship to get certain items back, it could be a Spreadsheet League. But I guess it might be too soon to know. It's not obvious that it is.
Yeah. I mean, here's the question: do you trust the workers to pick up the right items? Because like, what if like
How good are their
what if
loot
it's like
filters?
What if they have
you
bad
like
loot
peel back your items
filters?
and, like,
Yeah, they're
just
just
scrubs.
scrubs.
In that case, they don't.
I don't
actually
like you.
permanently die,
I
they
know
can
this guy's
have it,
got
and you
shitty
actually
loot
can lose the
filter.
worker.
Oh,
I'm just
wow.
gonna send him
It's a thing
into
called
a tier
actually,
17 and
constantly trying
get
to
him
find
killed.
mob
Yeah, just put all your like
Crazy.
paper
Like,
maps in
the
there and they'll go get the
system potentially to go.
fragments for
Not
you.
very super.
Farming actual gear for your little mans. I can't even gear my rogues.
So you start with a few available. So there are different runes, different names. So there's like a sun rune, life rune, power rune. There's all these different names.
Wait, do you have
And,
to
you
experiment?
start, I believe you start with all the ones that require only sun runes, and then once you get a life rune, you can take it
Oh.
to Danig, and he's like, "Oh, now I can learn all of the things that require life rune."
Okay.
And then
He's
so
doing
on.
the
Yeah.
hard work.
So
of,
yeah, I mean,
Nice.
the Kalgurans are the ones who know how to do it. You're just
So
bringing
they
the
already
forward,
know.
So
They already know. They have
so
their
work your way up to
spreadsheets.
The very most powerful ones.
They
and
already made
you
the
get
spreadsheets.
things
We
like
don't
the
have
sword
to.
there, there was the-
That is unironically my favorite part of the game ever. Is when I kill something and the game just fucking can't keep up and it lags for like 5 seconds. Did I add 6-second lag spikes to my? No, I didn't. I don't think I did. They need to randomly mention synthesis or something in the patch notes needs to pop up like right away. I was really close to saying Spreadsheet League before when they were talking about how putting different like different spices in the ship is gonna like get you different rewards, and you have to figure it out because inevitably someone's going to make a spreadsheet for that. But also it seems like that's such a small part of the actual league that I don't think I can justify it.
Just very quickly, how do you feel about the betrayal changes, like the changes?
Wait,
about chaos,
hold on.
the simplification.
This
of
is
it as
big.
Well. It feels like now it's mostly people just kind of
Veiled
staying in
Orbs?
the arena
Veiled
and
Orbs?
Maybe some consideration to getting some like div card stacks or something like that, but you're not really doing as much of the engaging with the board now, I think.
Betrayal is in a very bad state, for sure. I am
Okay.
not happy with it. It was on the list of 325's thing. I know, despite the fact we have so much, there was more. We didn't get around to doing it. It's currently
they didn't
slated
get
for
around to it.
326. I'm very much hoping we can do it then.
Fuck, so it's just gonna stay bad for another league.
And you're just at the point where
Adults.
it's like, screw all that. I just want as much mastermind intelligence as possible. So
That's exactly what I did at the beginning of the last league. I just fucked the board just as much Katarina XP as possible and get me in there so I can get a Veiled Orb. Like I said, they're doing a lot, okay?
You'll still have
But also-
I want to min-max my safe house running to get tickets to Katarina.
There was
but
one
what we can
square
do is
that I could have had.
correlation of-
I
it's
don't
not
even know if there's a
necessarily
league
problem for something
stat.
to be a little bit
I-
more complicated like
It
that,
looks like
but,
all of it just
if we
stores
went a little
like
bit too far,
Sulfite
that being said, it
does.
was
If the stuff doesn't take up any space, I would say no league stash is just the right size. That's fair. That is a justification because if there's no dedicated league stash, then
and all of that because
you don't have. Is it
felt
okay?
mandatory
The spirit of this box right here is that I don't need 4 quad tabs to store everything. So if that's the case, then I think you're right. Actually, I'm gonna cross it off. What the fuck? It's my face. I can do what I want.
User experience friction because it was about
Yep.
trading with a ton of non-responding people for corpses.
Yep. Well, yep, sure.
40 times per craft.
Plus, you gave me good
also obviously made a
justification.
lot of- again, with
Dude,
the-
at this point, I'm
the
fucking
league
grasping at
being
straws.
like, you
I
know,
really
something
thought I
you
was
do
gonna
have
hit
to
more of these
generally
things.
engage with.
Patch notes
But
are still
as soon as
coming.
we,
As
like,
soon
try
as they're
these
out, I'm gonna
things out here
control
and there,
F.
some-
That's actually huge. I was so
I think this is
I was
really
so
looking at
invested
something
in like
that's
the
why
joke
we
of
have
the
to
bingo board that I didn't even process that melee is fucking cracked now. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be able to play Frostblades without having to put down 7 totems. All right, let's see. Chat's clapping. Chat's clapping. Rip D4, they say. D4 bad. Oh, there we go. Here it is. Fuck this fucking live stream. Who gives a shit? Patch notes. Do I have to unspoiler them? They have 30,000 words. They're unspoilered by default. Adorned. The Adorned Unique Jewel now has 0 to 100% increased effective jewel sockets containing corrupted magic jewels. That's an Adorned nerf. Previously 50 to 100. Where's my Adorned? Where's Adorned? Adorned is up here. It's really fucking hard. This is the hardest one to do because it's the corner and it's on my left hand. There we go. All right, Adorned has been nerfed. That's one. Okay, what's my next thing? What else do I have? Archmage. Does Archmage get evicted? Does it live in a dumpster? Fixed a bug where Stormbind and Stormbind of Teleportation were missing the Arcane Gem tag and as such could be supported by Archmage. I don't think that's live in a dumpster. I think that's just you can't use those skills anymore. That kind of sucks, but whatever. Power Siphon of the Archmage now has a mana cost of 5 at gem level 1, previously 7, scaling up to 9, previously 11. Higher attack speed. Okay, that's nothing. Breach. Breach, please. Please, for the love of God. This isn't even for the bingo, I just want this because I want to be able to actually play Breach. That's Scarab, no, that's Kirak Changes. Scarab Changes. You cannot be stunned while performing Vol Breach. Okay, so that one doesn't exist. Cluster Jewels. Let's see. They nerfed Adorned, so I don't think they have to change Cluster Jewels. I don't think they're gonna change them. Cluster. I get 64 results for clusters because they're adding a bunch of clusters to the tree. I think I'm gonna search for Cluster Jewel. They have to be significant. They have to be significant. If there's one in here about the unlimited uptime Warcry cluster, I will consider that significant enough to warrant a bingo. Master of Command now causes banner skills to have increased aura effect and... Okay, that's not the one. Iron Breaker hits to ignore enemy monster physical damage reduction and physical damage instead of overwhelm. Okay, Rapid Infusion. Channeling. Regular jewels that are not cluster jewels can roll suffixes for maximum fire, maximum whatever. Values for chance to block attack damage and chance to block spell damage on cluster jewel notables and timeless jewel passives has been increased. In some cases, the chance to suppress, so more block and suppress from cluster jewels. That seems like it's kind of independent, though. It's not specifically that. Ancestral, yeah, that's because the totems are gone. I mean, a bit of block increase on cluster jewels, I don't think that's... Delve. Let's see, any mention of Steve? That's divination cards, that's that. Okay, so no delve. Let's see. Anybody detonate that? Revenant monsters now use the shared explosion telegraphing used by monster corpse explosions when they detonate their summoned minions. If it's the same color as the rest of the detonated corpses, that's a really bad change. But I think that's all. I honestly think that's all I can control F. Alright. I don't think it's bingo. I really don't. I think unfortunately it's not. It could have been. I used a random like list shuffler to put these in an order and then put them on a card, so it fucked me. It fucked me. We needed either Uber Boss loot changes, cluster jewel changes, significant ones, not just the few that they did, or Spreadsheet League, and I don't think it's any of those. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I was just hoping that at least I could get excited about a bingo after all the effort I put into all this fucking nonsense. Alright, I'm gonna go watch The Boys. Because it's season finale and I really want to watch it.
The Boys.
The Boys.
The Boys.
The Boys.
The Boys.
Thanks for hanging out. And sorry I couldn't make a bingo happen. Spreadsheet League still remains to be seen. There's only so much you can divine from just looking at a mechanic. Yeah, and like the spice trade thing might turn into Spreadsheet League. If it does, I will keep the sheet and I will make it a retroactive bingo. If it turns into Spreadsheet League, if it's required, if Spreadsheet is required for like efficiency, then I will, yes. All right. Goodbye. Bye. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. You're little stream cuties. All right, bye.